One day I was walking with a friend of mine, a deacon, and his wife, and we were walking through Harlem. And as we were walking down the road, there was two women talking, and next to the baby carriage, there was a little girl. She had to be about 3 years old. And so as we saw them coming, as they saw us coming, we just waved, and she ran right up to my friend the deacon and wrapped her arms around him and just started laughing. And I thought, isn't that a cute little black child? He was Caucasian. And he said, the shame of it is, somewhere, somebody's going to have to tell her, don't do that. Children have a spontaneous way of loving, affection, gratitude, joy. And regretfully, as we know from our lives, sometimes along the line we learn, don't do that. You got to be strong. Don't you cry. Big boys don't cry. And all the things that go on to say, this is what it means to be a man, this is what it means to be a woman, this is what to be mature. And we guard ourselves. We guard our hearts. Jesus was trying to go for the other effect. Jesus was trying to tell the apostles to be able to recognize the goodness of God is with you in good times and in bad. He was preparing them for his passion, his resurrection, that they would stay together and to be able to recognize God. Because if they didn't have that, then they couldn't share it to other people when hard times came. And this is the servant leadership that is needed in the world today. Not to be able to guard ourselves or what's in it for me, but to keep that spontaneous joy, the goodness of life, to be a person who's a bearer of love. All those many things that are attributed to Francis of Assisi, where there's misunderstanding, or where there's hatred, or where there's despair, what are you bringing to the table? A lot of times, people just figure, well, I've got to take care of myself. And that hurts. That's harmful. And then there's the other side of the coin, where you try to be good, you try to do the right thing, and people just don't pay attention to you or take advantage of you. Ken Keith wrote, when he was 19 years old, he wrote what he called the paradoxical commandments, how to deal with people in the midst of the mess. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and the biggest women with the biggest ideas can be shut down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs but only follow top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs. What you spend years building up may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help but may attack you if you do not help them. Help them anyway. Give the world the best you have and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. We're called to share our love, to be able to have that spontaneous joy, gratitude, and love of God. Do it anyway.